17.4 Explore length. How can acting it out help you solve a problem about non-standard units to measure length? April measured the length of her book with two different units. She uses a cube and a popsicle stick. Each cube and popsicle stick is a unit. So which measurement uses the greater number of units? So what information are you given? You're going to measure the book using cubes and popsicle sticks. What is your plan or strategy? You can measure. Measure using cubes and popsicle sticks. Show how you solve the problem. Okay? So she measures the length of her book. So if you measure the length of your book using the cubes, how many cubes do you think you're going to get? Do you think you're going to get a lot or a little? You're going to get a lot. And then if you use the popsicle sticks, do you think you're going to get a lot or a little? You're going to get a little. So which one uses more? You're going to use more cubes than you would popsicle sticks because the popsicle sticks are longer and take up more space. So it would take about 3 or 4 popsicle sticks to cover the length of a book versus it would take like 10, 15, 20 of the little cubes to cover the length of a textbook. Okay. Choose 2 different measuring tools to measure the distance from your desk to the wall. Draw the units and write how many of each unit you use to measure. How are the measurements different? So I want you to use a pencil and a crayon. And I want you to use those to measure the distance between your seat and the wall. So I want you to measure those out and write down how many you used. So how many crayons length was it to the wall and how many pencil length was it to the wall. Choose 2 different measuring tools to measure a folder. Draw a picture to show each measurement and explain why they are different. Okay, so you would use 2 different types of measurement. Let's stick with our crayon and our pencil. Okay, how many pencils across do you think the folder would take up? Do you think it would take up a lot or a little? I think it would take up a little. I think it would only take like 2, especially if they're full-length pencils. How about the crayons? Probably more crayons to cover the folder. Okay. The bookmark is about 2 crayons long. Mark measures the same bookmark and finds it is 8 cubes long. Explain why Mark's measurement uses more units. So Mark's measurement uses more units because the cubes are smaller and they take up less space, versus the bookmark is about 2 crayons long because the crayons are longer and they take up more space. So you use less crayons because they cover more ground. Erica chose paper clips to measure an eraser. Alan chose popsicle sticks to measure the same eraser. Which unit would you choose? So which unit would you choose and why? Okay, daily assessment task. Use real objects, choose the correct answer. Grace measures the table with cubes and Twizzlers. She uses more cubes than Twizzlers, which describes why she uses more cubes. So the cubes are littler and Twizzlers are longer. So the cubes are shorter than the Twizzler. So which do you think is your correct answer? Okay, number 6. Roger measures his baseball bat using popsicle sticks and a paintbrush. He uses more popsicle sticks, which describes the measurements, how the measurements are different. Is the popsicle stick shorter than the paintbrush or longer than the paintbrush? Which shows the correct way to measure a desk using 2 units of different length? Okay, in one, the units are together and close together and they're laid end to end. In the other, they use more space and that creates more length. Okay, homework and practice. Ella measures a book is about 9 paper clips long. Sam measures the same book and finds it is 3 crayons long. Explain why Sam's measurement is fewer units. Okay, so the paper clips are shorter, the crayons are longer, and that accounts for why Sam uses fewer units. Nate chose a pencil to measure the length of a crayon. Mara chose paper clips to measure the length of a crayon. Which unit would you choose? So which one would you choose to measure the crayon? Faith measures the beach towel with pencils and paper clips. She uses fewer pencils than paper clips, which describes why she uses fewer pencils. So this is similar to the other, where the one unit is longer than the other, so they use fewer. Okay, Danielle measures her dog leash using a cube and a popsicle stick. She uses fewer popsicle sticks, which describes how the measurements are different. So one is longer and one is shorter. Which one is longer and which one is shorter? Okay, choose two different measuring tools to measure the length of an object. Draw the object. Draw to show how many each of the measuring tool below the object. Describe how and why the measurements are different. So I want you to measure an object, draw a picture of it over here, and then write how many measurements there were. And then, of course, this is your Module 17 assessment. I don't want you to take that on the same day. I want you to take it on a different day.